Hello everyone, Evasion here and welcome back to another video. Today's video I have a 3v3 clip of RMP versus TSG, and I'm mostly using this clip to try and improve myself because there's a lot of things that didn't go exactly the way I would have liked them to. So we're going to try to walk through those and talk about what I could have did differently, and in the end the game ends up going to a 1v1, so it turned out into a decent clip for that reason as well. Also, if you enjoy this kind of video content, please be sure to give the video a like. It helps out a lot, and it's the best way to support the channel. Without further ado, let's get into the clip. So this matchup is RMP against TSG, and I believe there's a few different ways you can handle this. What we're trying to do in this opener is we're trying to go on Paladin. I'm going to be treating this game like that is the strategy the entire time, so there is probably opportunities where we could have went on the DPS, but I'm going to be talking about it from the frame of going on the Paladin. And so basically in this opener, we're going to be looking to try and sap one of the DPS, ideally the DK, and then opening up onto the Paladin. Then we can have Nova or Sheep on the Warrior would be the ideal opener. And usually I find it good to tricks the Priest in the opener of this match, because a lot of the time they're going to do whatever they can to stop the Mage, and they're more likely to leave the Priest open. So in the opener here, managed to sneak in and get a sap onto the DK. He's LOS because he's trying to mount up. And then I get a nice opener here onto the Pally. So far, so good. The Priest is there, and the Warrior does get on the Mage and give us a little bit of trouble. Right there, I want to pause here for a second. I noticed that the DK actually trinketed the last few seconds of sap, which is a crazy... Obviously, this is like lower rating. This is the only place that's going to happen. He's going to wait that sap out most of the time, or use Lichborn to avoid getting sapped altogether. He goes in, and I could have used him as a blind target, and you'll see next that my Mage gets strangulated. Mage gets hit by both DPS pretty hard. He pretty much can't connect on the Pally, and if I had blinded right there, then he would have been able to connect. We would have got this bubble much easier. And another thing that kind of unfortunate happens here is the Pally kind of jukes the Mass Dispel, and he gets away with his bubble, so we're stuck peeling here. And so I throw blind at the Pally. It does get the Pally's trinket. And the DK isn't a Sheep. He can't trinket because he had used that earlier. So that was a decent method of peeling for this situation. Slight optimization on my part here. I blew prep before pressing one of my evasions. I should have just used that and then had an extra one up here. And because of desecration, I ended up wasting both steps. We could have had a proper cheap shot kidney with some better utilization of cooldowns from my end. I try to go for a gouge to stall at the Paladin to give my Mage some time to get over here. There's Novas out on the melee, the best we can do to peel at this point, and I get a half kidney shot. And had we had the cheap shot here, like I was saying, we could have got a kill right there, but instead he kind of gives us the runaround, and we're forced to trade our Priest, which is something that seems to happen quite a bit in these TSGs. We're actually playing a weird build of Body and Soul. It's actually pretty powerful. The Priest is kind of more tanky, and it has Blessed Resilience as well, which is like, it's kind of a lot to explain here in this video, but we get a nice setup here onto the Warrior, gouging a kidney shot, and right here I'm totally clean. So there's a big decision I make. I just want to stay away. I don't want to get hit by dots at all. I still have Cloak of Shadows. The Mage still has an ice block and almost no mana. We just go for the ice block, and I stay out. I should have stayed a little further away here. I get too close to, and I get hit by a Demo Roar. I thought I was far enough away, but it's actually a pretty long range. And so I just throw a kidney shot onto this this Nova here, and we get a Sheep onto the DK. And I start immediately going for the pillar, and the Mage is going to take off towards the starting room. Basically, the Mage is going to try and lead the DK away, and you don't want to make the mistake of trying to peel here because I don't have Cloak of Shadows. And if I got dotted out there, I don't have enough damage or setup to get the kill on the DK. So you're better off going to the pillar, eating, getting to full HP, and trying to wait for a Cloak of Shadows. In this situation, you need like Cloak. Usually, like if you have Cloak, Evasion, and Disarm, and Shadow Dance, you can probably 1v1 a DK. If if you have decent gear, if you're in like full PvP gear, this matchup is really hard. I go for the Shadow Step, and I get the ambush off on him. I waited for him to pick up I deliberately so he'd be taking more damage. And I go for the blind here. He trinkets it, even though he didn't really need to react there. He could have just let his pet beat me down. And I get the dance. I got a kidney shot, a garrote, rupture. I got all the dots up. And out of this, so normally here, you would never want to jump away and give the DK the ability to kite you. But the reason I did this is because I have full bleeds on him. And it takes away his ability to death strike me. And so in this situation, it's actually good to do that. The DK is going to go down. And that is going to be my clip. I am only going to do this one clip in this video because going through multiple clips like this will add up to a really long video. If you enjoy these kind of 3v3 clips, please talk to me in the comments below. I will try to do more as we keep improving. RMP is really fun. I've played a few different 3v3 comps. RMP, Ret Rogue, and Ellie Rogue Priest and or Paladin. And so far, I really like RMP the best. It is really, really, really unforgiving in Wrath of the Lich King, though. That's also why I like it, because when things come together properly, it looks cool. You know, it's really fun to get kills that way. And it's a lot more difficult than in retail, where you can just like run around, cheap shot whoever you want, keep all your combo points on whoever you want. It's a lot cooler in Wrath of the Lich King, in my opinion. And anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed this video. Please be sure to, give it a like, and we'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.